We have a very interesting vacuum to look at today. The Electrolux Z2060 electronic vacuum cleaner. This is my payment for helping out Mr. James. And if I put this up after all the other before videos, you'll know what I'm on about. So, let's have a look at this very nice machine. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums. I've just backed myself into a corner. How are you today? Yes, this is, as well as the 4x4, I was given this, which James bought primarily for its floor tool, for reasons I shall explain in a minute. But let's have a look at the machine itself. We have a Z2060 from week 42, 1987. So it probably is almost as old as me. In fact, probably is. I was born in September, so I might be a little bit older. Very nice indeed. Obviously, I have the basic version of this, the 2000. So it's quite nice to have the top of the range model as well. Haven't really looked at this yet either. So if we gingerly lift up the cover, we can see we have a genuine bag made in Sweden. Oh, actually, well, a genuine bag with no bag slip on it, so we shall need to do something about that. Have a very tatty filter, and inside is quite disgusting, I'll be honest, which is good. We like filth on this channel. Right, I've got to take... Let me just take this off because I now can't, I'm not fitting that bag back, and we're not going to suck up any dirt today for reasons I should explain in a minute. So I'll pop that back on there. Can we pop that back on there? Yes, we can. Here we have the cornery one. That works very well. Very well indeed. Yeah, cord's fine. Wow. That's fast. Wow, that's very good. Under here is, ooh, can't get it off. Oh, don't want to stack it. Really? Why aren't you coming off? It's just one clip. Come on. There we go. Here we have a very used, oh, and very perishing as well, post motor filter. Probably won't fit that back on. And obviously the exhaust vent. What this also has in this bag of stuff here, which we should go through in a second, which I did mention in my 2000 video, is the optional blower port. Yes, this sits on, I think, it slides on somehow. There we go, look. It slides on. So you can connect the hose and use it as a blower. Obviously there's no built-in moulding for it. So that's quite cool. We'll pop this back on. And that's it. We just have this button here called Remote Control. And that is because if I just come over behind me, this is the top of the line model with suction controls on the handle, which don't currently work. That's mainly why I had this as a little project, because James didn't want it, didn't want to fix it. So let's check that the machine actually turns on. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, barring a slightly dry sounding bearing. But if I push this remote control button, it should turn off. It doesn't. It doesn't turn off with that. My Dolphin used to. This is where I'll get a little bit confused. My Dolphin used to turn off when you push the remote control because it would then expect everything from the handle. But the handle doesn't work. Now this is a infrared style, So there is no electrics running through the hose at all. You're supposed to turn it on and be able to control the machine with this handle, which doesn't work. It was snapped. James put this tape on it just to hold the parts together, and I haven't looked into. Right, that's going to be the problem for a start. Those wires should probably be connected to something. Something which I hope I've got, quite frankly, because chances of getting parts of this are non-existent, to say the least. Now, if we pop these two tabs in here, there's that screwdriver I had. There it is. Come on, very gentle. My dolphin was incredibly brittle when I took this off. There we go. We can see what we have. Oh, I do think I am missing quite a lot of this. Now I look into it, because there is no... So this is the circuit board. And obviously those wires should go to the battery pack, because this would have had a battery. And also the infrared. Now if you remember back to my Electrolux 4x4 video, that had the infrared sensor on it. This doesn't have that, and I think it should. We can hopefully check that, because I've also got the instruction manual for it, which may tell us how it works. So to operate the remote control, you just push the button. That's no help. I was hoping it would say like how you had to hold it, you know, if you had to point it at anything. Switch the machine on and off at the handle, pulse power, flex rewind. Ooh, that doesn't actually help at all. I was hoping it would say about changing the battery maybe, so I would know if there was a battery pack. Bag check indicator, dust bag. Oh, that doesn't help at all. That doesn't help us whatsoever. Oh god, this is finicky. Well, that's vaguely interesting. Where do these wires go? They must go somewhere. It's not a powered hose, and it isn't a powered hose because there's no power socket on the machine itself. I wonder if there's anything hiding in here. There we go, because on my Dolphin it had wires running throughout the hose, which was easy. Oh, here we go, look, so that just comes off. Actually, there is a terminal there, but there's no wires in the... What's going on? There's no wires in the hose, man. How can you have a thing with no... We need to get this off. Really. That's already cracked, so that's possibly quite handy, because it means I'm not that fussed about cracking it some more to get this off, because it needs gluing anyway, and this is never going to be a minter machine. This is more of a little curio, I suppose. So you're off. So in theory, there we go. Really, both sides are loose. I need a flat blade screwdriver. There we go. Ah, so there's the ends of our wires. Okay. But they go into there. I'm quite confused, I have to say. Oh, the hose is also torn there as well. I wonder why I can see daylight through there. So there is no, obviously that's where the power socket would be. There's no terminals anywhere. We literally have these two wires that should clip onto here, and these disappear into there. So unless there is some sort of remote frequency doodad, the only way we're going to actually tell is to connect these wires together. Let me go and do that now. Okay, you are pointed down at the floor because I have just twisted these wires together and don't really want to move it. What I've also noticed is that behind me here, this gets strange. Right, I'll try and move the camera so you can see it, but without me having to move everything. There we go. So at the minute the hose is unplugged. As soon as I plug the hose in, as soon as I even put the hose near, it turns off. This is amazing. It works by witchcraft. That worked. It sounds terrible. Good thing. That is astonishing. So some. Hang on. You need to see this. So you can. If I turn the machine over, you'll see it more. Oh, what the moon. What is going on, man? I don't want to knock those connections. So, the hose here as soon as I put it, I'll turn that off, that's bothering me a little bit now. As soon as this goes anywhere near that, that's when it senses. That's when it knows. That's a right pain in the bum because I need to fix the hose, so I need to take all this bit apart. So where's it? I reckon it must be in here. Right, I'm going to unplug it because that sounded worse by the second. Oh, this is suddenly got ever so interesting, man. Where's my... There's one. Under here will lie the key. This must be RFID, maybe? Because it doesn't, there's no power up to the top. Ooh. There are, however, two black or brown cables that flipping disappear off and I can't find them again. So we'll move you out the way. There we go. So this is obviously where it gets its power. I reckon I've got to take the wheel off. Oh, this is like the worst screwdriver in the world. I reckon that's going to be the worst screwdriver. Ah, there we go. Oh, really? Hang on. Bear with, I'm going to turn a plastic nut. with my screwdriver of fun. There we go, so there's the bottom wheel off. And I reckon if I release these tabs, this is all going to drop away as well. This is so interesting. I've never seen... Oh, let me move it up a bit because I can't... this front bit I reckon needs to come off, but I just don't want to knacker it. Because the chances of me getting any parts of this, I mean, we can bodge the hose fairly easily. But body panels, forget anything about finding those. There we go. It is! There is a beefy old induction coil. So in theory, if I plug it back in, I'm going to turn it on and then we'll wave this by it. Yeah! That's amazing! So yeah, whatever this says it, you know, whatever setting this is on, in there will be set, and then this obviously knows. That is both fantastic and very annoying in equal measure, because that means that this hose is going to be very tricky to get off, and that's even if there isn't power running through it. I don't think there is. I cannot see a hose, a cable. I also don't want to just tape it up. There are some tabs, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get them off because there's three. Electrolux are always very annoying with their hoses and made them very well. So they're a right sod to get off, and I can see the tabs, but I don't think I've got anything to poke them off with. Hang on. You know when you say something and you wish you'd done the opposite, and I said, oh, I should just put tape around this hose. Well, I didn't. I fiddled with it. And the results aren't great because they do have wires in them. Look, there they are. They sit around this, which is the other side of the coil, which didn't take kindly to being removed. I'm hoping I can glue it just into place and solder the wires badly onto there. Feed it all back into this, which I had to cut in half to release the clips and have it all work again well enough. That is the key for that. My floor is covered in stuff. It's a bit of a mess, but you know, the hose is broken anyway, so it's not the end of the world. And like I say, if I line up, that one isn't very long at all, but the other one is, so it's that one that's going to be the pain. I might be able to feed out a little bit more, drill it through, literally hot glue gun and Q-bond the hose into place. It might end up with tape on it still, and it just won't be a twisty hose anymore. But you know, it's the risk you take sometimes. But this Electrolux will live on. Hopefully the next time you see it, which might be quite a while, it will look a lot better and we can actually use it. So for this destruction video, thank you very much for watching. Sorry it was cut a bit short, but I spent so much time doing that I have run out of time. I'm not going to fiddle with it now. We know it runs, we know it works, we know this bit is okay. You may as well see it when it's done, so stay tuned for that. It could be a while. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.